Hey there, welcome to the Overcomers or Relapse podcast. I am D, your host. This is episode 6 of season 6 of my podcast. So welcome to all listeners out there. It is great to share this experience with you. The introduction of each podcast episode of season 6 will start off with a great meditation track. I got such great feedback about this track on the previous season, and I must admit, I enjoy it very much myself. It helps relieve the tension and stress we all deal with in our everyday busy lives. So sit back and enjoy. I will be right back with today's topic and discussion. So come on, relax, and place all life's problems and concerns on pause. Let's take a flight on angel wings. Enjoy. Man, oh man, I tell you, every time I hear it, it just brings me to clarity and gives me such a great feeling of serenity. I hope it does the same for you. Now, before we get started with today's topic, I would like to announce that I have a service that I am offering to the public that is called Ask D. This is a service that is on YouTube that will allow listeners to ask questions on any topic we have discussed on the podcast or any questions just in general that you may have. Also, I would like listeners to leave comments or questions in the comment section of Ask D YouTube segments. My credentials to answering questions are based on me being a certified life coach, and I am more than happy to share my answers from my views and expertise, and also offer the listening audience to participate, to give advice from each other to each other that may give us all solutions to any matters concerning our well-being. With everyone involved, hey, you never know. Maybe we can make some sense out of this crazy thing we call life. So come on, please join us. Thanks. Appreciate it. Now, let's get started with today's podcast episode. I just want to put this out there right from the beginning. This podcast is not only pertaining to relapse, as far as drugs, alcohol, or any other addictions. We are open to all topics. However, our main topic is why do we have addictive behaviors and how can we overcome them. On episode 6 of season 6, I would like to use for a topic, I am not having sex tonight. Thank God. Yeah, let me repeat that topic again. I am not having sex tonight. Thank God. Now, to all of my recovering alcoholics and drug abusers, I know you all must feel the same way. We are very proud to know that we have been practicing safe sex, which really is no sex at all. This is me personally, I was tired of the day and night, every hour on the hour. Just stopping enough to either go buy it or sell it. Now, I must admit it really felt good. What recovering addict did not enjoy sex? I don't know about any other recoveries, but let me tell you about me. And I know I'm putting all my business out there, but I'm just going to go for it. But I used to like it in the morning, noon, and night. And what really made it really good sometimes is when I had sex with myself, all by myself. Man, you're talking about a rush of delight. I once was having sex by myself, and it was so good, I passed out. I woke up later and wondered, how did I end up on the floor? Man, I really took advantage of myself, or was I enjoying sex with someone else and just don't remember? Hey, either way, I thought this was so hot. Come on, y'all. Let's just be real here. Sex can really feel good if you are doing it right. And it can be so addictive when sex is all you think about. Listen, I have made so many broken promises saying, hey, that's it. I am not having sex tonight. That's it. I'm not doing it. I am going to get a good night's sleep all by myself. Hey, what do you think happened? Well, let me tell you, I made it to about 10 p.m. maybe. And the next thing you know, I was having sex with myself all over the house. And then I realized this is too good of a thing for me just to keep doing it alone so much. So what I did was I called over some sex friends, and we all of us had sex all night long with each other. Man, let me tell you, what a good time. And when we all woke up the next day and just kind of turned over and looked at each other, man, we all got turned on again and started having sex the full day again, all day, all over again. Hey, let me tell you, when sex is really good, it does not discriminate. It does not matter if you are black or white, LGBT. It is all just a big sex orgy. And who all are willing and want to participate is welcome to join in. You know, I hate to spill my guts like this, so to speak, but hey, I'm just going to go ahead and put it out there. But one time I had sex with about 120 people over the weekend in one night. But I must admit, I was not tired. I wanted more of it. Hey, I figured life is no fun at all without sex. So I started making friends with my coworkers at work, you know, just to feel them out, to see if they were interested in having sex with me. Man, oh man, let me tell you, I was shocked. It was way more people, co-workers, attracted to the same kind of sex I was than I could imagine. So now, hey, I'm thinking to myself like, man, this is heaven on earth. I have all the sex at home I want. I have several co-workers meeting in the restroom and, getting a quickie in. And after work, hey, we all just meet up and have sex all night long. This was the life. Hey, and then it happened. Before I knew it, it was 25, maybe 30 years later. And I tell you, the sex was not so good anymore. I mean, it was getting so bad, I was falling asleep during sex. Even when I did it to it hard, I could not recuperate. When I did it so hard, it hit it so hard, I just couldn't recuperate as quickly as I used to. Hey, to be honest, sex was starting really just, unfortunately, make me sick. But the bad part is I couldn't stop. I just could not stop the sex. Well, I came to realize if I did not get some help, sex is going to kill me. So first, I tried very hard to stop having sex on my own. Well, it doesn't take a rocket science to figure this out what happened. I was cheating. I was cheating with the sex. Hey, now not only am I crazy about the sex, I'm a cheater. I was still occasionally having sex. Well, with myself mainly, and every now and then with old sex partners. Hey, it is what it is. Next thing you know, I am right back at it full force. Sex, sex, sex. I could not stop. In fact, it got a whole lot worse. I mean, I am just going to give it to you straight. Hey, it got bad. I almost had a sex overdose several times, and I felt hopeless and was seriously considering committing suicide. I mean, let's look at it this way. It's just the truth. The sex was killing me anyway. And by now, it was just no longer any fun. I just had to have sex with myself or with someone just to function, just to get through the days, you know? So I finally said to myself, hey, you know what? That's it. No, for real. Seriously. That is it. I am going to see a doctor. And if he can help me. So I went, because I was looking for help. So I went to the doctor and I talked to him about my sex problem. And he explained to me what was wrong with me. He said, you know what, buddy? You are a sex addict. You need to go to detox and receive treatment. I said, well, okay. Doc, I have one question. Will I ever be able to have sex occasionally? He said, no. Man, what a kick in the head and a hit to the heart. I felt to the floor. I told him, hey, Doc, thanks for your help, but I have to have sex sometimes. I will learn how to deal with this myself, but thanks. Well, you know before I even tell you, that did not work. I would start off pretty good and just have a little sex. Next thing you know, I am all sexed out again. I just kept going over the same cycle over and over again. Too many times, to even count or mention. I could not stop. I had to have sex. So I finally gave up and went and followed the doctor's advice. It took a lot, but I finally gave in and just went ahead and took the doctor's advice, and I checked myself in for treatment. After I was released, I started to go to meetings. And the most important thing about this that really helped, I discovered my higher power. I was finally on the right track. And to this day, I still am. I'm so happy for that. Thanks to God of the universe, I started to come into the understanding sex was no longer needed to feel fulfilled. And this is really what's funny. Also, the whole time, I had sex spelled backwards. What an awakening. Instead of S-E-X for sex, what I should have been acknowledging is X-E-S, which is my made-up word, of course, which X stands for Christos, which is the Greek word for Christ. E stands for extremely gracious, and S stands for Savior, my personal Savior. Yes, I had it spelled backwards. I was spelling S-E-X instead of X-E-S. When I start using my interpretation of spelling it, it pulled me through. And to be honest, in my opinion, I believe all addicts, recovering addicts, make the same mistake. We need to acknowledge your own personal higher power, and I definitely acknowledge mine, and it changed my life. I am so glad I finally got this revelation, and I don't have to have sex anymore. Yeah, sex. You know, S-E-X. The S stand for Smirnoff Vodka on the rocks. E stand for ecstasy. And X for X-Artemis. XR. It's an opiate. It's painkiller. Drug, you know. Well, what? What did you think I was talking about the whole time? Oh, you people with the way your minds work. Yeah. S-E-X. Smirnoff Vodka on the rocks. E for ecstasy. And X for X-Artemis. XR. An opiate. I don't know where you guys' mind went, but I got a pretty good idea. Oh, well. I hope I am not the only one, because, believe it or not, at least I hope so, that I am not the only recovering addict that is really excited about I am not having sex tonight. Thank God. Well, I hope you enjoyed that podcast, the humor and also the lesson. Well, that's it for episode 6 of season 6. Please visit my website, The Overcomers of Relapse Lounge. It is listed on the screen. Please feel free to post on blog, share thoughts, and also feel free to chat. Contact information is on there also, with a lot of great music. Also, come join us on my Facebook group called Overcomers of Relapse Lounge. A lot of great inspiring posts and just a great group of people to chat with. Hey, also people, be sure to check out Ask D on YouTube. All information can be found with introduction video on YouTube. Let me know your opinions and thoughts. And also, if you would like to be a guest on the podcast. Hey, I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. Thanks again for joining me. Talk with you again very soon. Take care of yourselves out there. Bye-bye. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage for the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Here we go. No. Said I'll never do it again. No. Man, I slept. No. Said I'll never do it again. No. Well, man. No. Said I'll never do it again. No. Man, I'm tired of this shit. Tired of it. No. Said I'll never do it again. No. Man, it's the detox. No. Said I'll never do it again. No. Said I would never do it again. No. Said I'll never do it again.
I'm so tired of this shit. No. Emily said I'll never do it again. Emily, no. Relapse me. No. Said I'll never do it again. No. Oh, we'll start over again. I'm going back to rehab. I'm going back to rehab. Going back to rehab.